Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California. Sorry we're a couple minutes late. Ashley spilled her coffee on the computer, and Matt had to reboot it. And it would have been all right. But how many creamers did you put in your coffee? That many? Oh, folks, we got a great show coming your way. At 7 o'clock, I have one of the greatest artists I've ever met, David Lloyd Glover. He's going to be on with some of the greatest rock and roll pictures, paintings you've ever seen. And I have all kinds of stuff coming your way tonight. So I hope everybody's out there for a big show. And I don't know where to, I also have, I don't know when or if I'm even going to sell it, Barry Chappell done before I ever met Sacha Bassari. I had only emailed him, and he asked me, at this time he speaks Russian. I don't. I speak English. He speaks a little bit, and I told him I had 2 cats. And so this is before I ever spent any time with him in St. Petersburg. He painted this painting of me. And I love the texture and the color right there, Wilson. I'm going to sell Barry. I'm selling myself tonight, Wilson. Highest bid. Yeah. I got all kinds of stuff. I got one incredible Zax right there. That's the Monopoly Man there. Yeah. Is that Mr. Moneybags? Isn't that the guy on the get out of jail? No, that's not the guy on the get out of jail. Oh, and when you see some of David Lloyd Glover's art, hey, you want to see something cool? This is a unique original done by Peter Max right there. That's acrylic on paper. A one-of-a-kind, unique original, and it is stunning. Is that a fish bowl or a coffee cup?
Flower pot.
Flower pot.
Close.
All right. And here is your cert from Albert Scaglione of Park West, telling you exactly what it is. Oh, these can go for a lot, you know. This is, what is the item number on this one?
The item number?
Yes. It's a unique original Peter Max.
2445.
2445. Look at that. Oh, what they do is they get you all liquored up on these cruise lines. They get you liquored up for the live auction. And I don't do that.
You don't have to go with the love boat to buy this.
No. I would say the retail on something like this, probably 65 to 100 to 8,000. You know, if you take a cruise, Patty, have you taken many cruises?
I've never taken one a cruise. And Chopper says that looks like a cookie jar.
A cookie jar.
That would be 10 grand. Park West.
I don't think this is a cookie jar. All right. Well, now hang on. I thought it was a coffee cup, but you're saying this is a flower pot, and that's the stem of the flower right there. That looks like a goldfish in it. Ashley, you didn't put a goldfish in my coffee cup, did you? Why would you do that? Oh, the goldfish was a little slow. She needed to pick up some. Anyway, I have this item. I also have some Michael Schofields, the last of the Michael Schofields. Got a lot of cool stuff. What would you do with this, Ashley? Have you been talking to customers? Is this a 7 o'clock hour show or 6 o'clock?
This is a
Should I put this up for auction? What should I do?
I think Frank watches us on Dish, but Mr. S watches us on live stream.
Ah.
Let me see.
So using all the knowledge at your command, Ashley,
Check with Frank.
tell me if I should auction it now, because I don't want to leave any of our customers out. Because I'll tell you what I also have here. And I think Ashley, take a look at this right here. While we figure this out. These are 2019 999.5% fine platinum. What's the item number? 2448. Now, platinum is a space age metal. You know, when everybody starts talking about no exhaust, keep the earth clean, you need platinum for catalytic converters. Platinum and palladium, but platinum is far more effective. And unfortunately, about 90% of all the platinum in the world is in the Ural Mountains of Russia. But those are Canadian maple leafs with a special privy mark. Do you have a special privy mark, Wilson?
Yes.
Where? I don't want to know where you're special. Well, if you come in close, I'm thinking more of the Jerk with Steve Martin, because he had his special purpose. So, yes, that's an anti-counterfeiting device that they put on there, and what I am going to do so gently, so I only grab it by the rim, because on the face, in theory, the acid in your fingers can erode the coin, but that's the privy mark. That little maple leaf next to the big maple leaf. Right there, Wilson. You see it, yes. Yeah, that is an anti-counterfeiting privy mark. And this is the 2019 9995 pure platinum. Now, I'll tell you what. Platinum, everybody says, oh, of course, it's a very important metal. But try and buy it. You know, they just came out with the 2023 American platinum coin. In an MS-70, most people want, $3,200. You know, this is Canadian. This is 2019. And I'll tell you, platinum is one of the few metals that can jump. I mean, I'm not talking $5-10. It can, oh my goodness. There was a time where platinum was over, it was way up there about 15, 12 years ago. I mean, but I'll tell you what, here's what I can do. What do we decide we're going to price these at, Ashley? No, I didn't.
Pretty sure.
You see what she did there, David?
Yeah.
She's trying to give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go by heart attack.
Okay, what about?
No, I'm going to tell you what. I only have 8 of these available. Oh, this hurts. Because when you go to buy platinum, when you have a 999.5 and you have the anti-counterfeiting privy mark, you know, there's $300-400 on top of melt right there. I'll tell you what, $1,179. That is cheap. No, I'm not going to go by heart attack, Ashley. I'm going to get blown up. Yeah. That's how I want to go. I'm not going to cause the explosion. I'm going to prevent it in all the kinds. But if I had to go, if someone said, Barry, your number's up, you know, knock on the door. Hi, my name is Pete. Some people call me St. Pete. You got to go. We can push you off a bridge, or I'll go blow me up. Boom. Yeah. Folks, did I say 1,179, Ashley? Yeah, 1,179. Yeah. These are choice Canadian 999.5 fine. If you want to buy 2 or 3, I'll turn my calculator on, sharpen my pencil, I'll see what I can do. But 49 fine platinum, and that year with the anti-counterfeiting privy mark, the Canadian government spent a fortune trying to design a mark they could put on a Canadian coin that when you put a loop to it, you would know for a fact this is genuine. And that's what that little maple leaf on the big maple leaf does. Yeah, retail's about $1,400, $1,410 is what all the catalogs say. So list $1,410, I got $1,179. Got a lot of cool stuff here tonight. That is cool. Let's see. I got some gold, but I'll tell you what. So what would you do with the Peter Max? Would you wait? Because I don't want to get anybody mad at me.
We're waiting for Frank to say he's logged in.
Oh, he's going to watch it?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Okay.
I'll let you know when he's in.
Yeah, let me know when Frank comes on. All right. I'm going to leave that right there. I'll tell you what I am going to do. Folks, oh, look at that. I can tell you, I'm not getting any more. He is so retired. I mean, but what I got to do, I have the last 6 Michael Schofields. And even Lloyd Glover here looked at him and goes, he's doing something different on these. I mean, they really pop. And I'll tell you what, he is in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer collection. He set records at a company called Hubs Historical. I mean, he is in 3 of the Tennessee Museum. He's in so many places, but do you have that ready, Adrian? Let me see. I'd love to run Schofield now if you can make that happen. Because once I run this, I'm going to auction these. This is it. These are all the Michael Schofields I have. Let's see. Matt, can you make that happen? I hope you can. You didn't do something to him, Wilson, did you?
I'm Michael Schofield. I'm an impressionist landscape artist. Landscapes are probably what I enjoy doing the most. And I think one of the reasons I enjoy doing what I do because I enjoy being in nature. Landscapes to me speaks to speaks to who and what I am. I enjoy the outside. I love looking at different parts of the country. Every different part of the country is unique in its area. Landscapes are what I enjoy painting more than anything else. When I'm looking at a landscape, the first thing I do is to see the depth of the piece and how I'm going to create the depth. How am I going to create the foreground and the middle ground and the background? And what it is that I'm going to have to do in order to jump over the hurdles it's going to take in order to get that particular scene on canvas. Do I frame it right to left? Do I move these trees here? Do I bring a brook through the center of the piece? Do I bring it from left to right? You know, what's intriguing about this particular scene? Taking out all of the small details that don't make any sense and just getting the essence of the piece. That's what I do. That's what I envision when I first see the landscape. I think an artist's job is to interpret what the creator has laid out for us. We're just basically taking snapshots of that, putting in our own interpretation of it, our own feelings, our own emotion, and then presenting that to the viewers or to the public. That's art to me. So it really is just it's a statement of what we are and who we are, and it's translated through, in my case, landscapes. The idea of becoming an artist didn't really hit until high school. And it was one of those rainy days when the music instructor was filling in for the English teacher that couldn't make it to school. So he whipped out his watercolor palette and paints and a piece of watercolor paper and did a demonstration right in the class. That was his way of filling in for the teacher. And well, I watched him do that. And I still remember what he painted. He painted an old railroad ties and some water in between the ties and a couple of trees above it and reflecting in the waters. And I thought, wow, that's what I want to do. Your life changes quickly, and the direction changes quickly. And then I think a lot of it is just following the path. We don't choose our career, it chooses us. I think that's very true. I think as long as you keep moving, that career will catch up to you, or you'll find the right spot to walk into, or the right position to be in at the right time. The doors open, you walk through them, see what's on the other side. I did a couple of one-man shows down in Florida. I think probably one of the more interesting one was what I did in Cleveland, a real wet, cold, snowy night. I really didn't think that I would have anybody show up for the show because it was so cold and miserable. We ended up having 1,100 people show up for the event. We sold almost everything in the entire show, and the party didn't stop until about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And those were fun. We had a lot of people show up in those days, all throughout Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. I did that for probably 10 years. There was a lot of shows. The most posters I think I had in one particular catalog was about 25. Back in the 90s, I think there was a few catalog companies that had 10 or 15, but I think Editions Limited had up to about 25 pieces. Interestingly enough, some of the pieces are still in catalogs dating back into the early 90s. And then you start to realize that, you know, all the millions of posters you're selling happen to find their way in front of the public. And I think that's when you start to realizing that you're actually fairly famous in this game. Well, I spent 10 years in Nashville, in that area. And I think a lot of the subject matter that I paint today comes out of that era and out of that area. Tennessee and Kentucky and Alabama, Mississippi, and even upstate New York. I love that area up there. You know, big pines, the big beech trees, the big birches. I think a lot of that that I do today is reminiscent of those areas and of that subject matter. I paint in California quite a bit too, like today. Those areas I think are what I enjoy painting the most. One of the more difficult things is painting on location. A lot of people say, well, you got everything right in front of you. Well, you have too much in front of you. The artist has to take all of the elements, eliminate the things you don't need in the painting, and just paint the things that you do need. And you have to deal with the light changing. It changes rapidly. You're painting the shadows on one tree and all of a sudden they're not there anymore. So you have to take a mental snapshot of the area that you're looking at and then paint that, because it's going to change 5 minutes from now. I think my paintings, they tell hope, and they tell adventure and mystery and romance, and I've been fortunate, really fortunate, to paint something that people really enjoy and feel and get inspired from and fall in love with. And I like the growing aspect of becoming a better and better artist. I don't think you ever arrive as an artist. I think you're always arriving. You're eventually going to get there. I think eventually I'll get to a point where I feel comfortable with the work. I don't think I'll ever be satisfied completely with it. I like the idea that somebody can see one of my paintings and see a part of nature that they've been in, a place that they're familiar with, a scene that they know from childhood or some time in a vacation, something like that. That's when I feel like what I do actually rings home. That's important to me. They can actually relate to the landscape. So communication between the painter and the viewer is what's important.
Hi folks, we're back. I just wanted you to see this, Michael Schofield. I'm trying to figure out if he's 74 or 75. He was born in 47.
75.
75. Well, and I've been talking to David Lloyd Glover. And come on up here, David. You know Michael.
Yes, I do.
I was going to show some of the comps on his oil paintings. Like here's one for Hub's Historical. I believe sold at $42,000.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a beautiful painting.
It is.
Looks like Monet.
He has a rich palette.
Yes, he does.
And this one, $48,500. And here's a 18, but look how old this was, like 25 years ago, 20 years ago. $18,999.
Wow.
Gallery price $35,000. So I just want to show you. I have, how many of them do I have, Patty? The Schofield, 6. And I just asked David his opinion. So let me show all 6.
Okay.
And then I want your opinion. This one right here is BC 2434.
All right. Well, I picked this one out, Barry, because there's a good narrative here. This looks just like it's a park. I think this is Central Park.
Okay.
I didn't talk to Michael about it, but that's what it looks like. Somebody walking in the rain, a lone figure. So it's got a nice narrative to it. You could imagine yourself being in that park. He's. I know that Michael was a watercolorist for about 10 years before he started doing oils.
Oh, yeah.
He did exclusively watercolors. He's gone back to watercolor, and it's not an easy medium to control.
Yeah, you can't fix mistakes that
Yeah.
easy. Well, all right. This is Schofield number 1. Can you hand me that?
Yeah, let's bring this one up.
There we go.
Now this is the maple sugar, the tree sap bucket. So that
Now,
looks
being
like
from Canada, you know that.
oh sure, yeah. In,
Now, how
Quebec.
much sugar? In other words, what would it take to get a good sugar high going? If you
Well, that's pretty rich stuff. That's the maple.
like if you gave 9 tablespoons to a kid, would he be bouncing off the walls?
Yeah, you bring them down from the ceiling, I think.
You probably go to jail for that.
But this is an interesting piece. I mean, it's got a little bit of light coming through the trees. You see the shadows on the sugar bucket. And there's a little creek kind of wandering through here.
And all of Michael's points, the entry point, the exit point,
Yeah.
everything's perfect. on
So
it.
yeah, you see this in the foreground. This tree is very close, and then as you go, there's different planes of distance in this. So you got one plane here, you've got another plane here, then you start going to another plane, another one. So it's like the Japanese style paintings where they draw you right through the image.
Well,
And you see I always used very light strokes here with not too much pigment on them because those tree branches are in the distance.
so you did a good job.
Yeah.
Hey, Ashley, can you hand me the next one? Yeah, because these are it, these 6. And I will hand you that one.
Yeah, these are pretty rare now because he hasn't done watercolors for a
Oh,
long
yeah,
time.
he did these a while ago, too, I
Yeah.
think. Let's see.
So you've got the California coastline.
I love that copper color he
Yeah.
added. What now? If you're mixing watercolor, what colors are those?
Well, he's not using black. It does look like Payne's gray. It looks like he's using
Payne's?
Payne's.
Payne's.
Paynes. Payne's gray.
Paints.
Yeah, it's not jet black. But you see how he's got the dirty clouds. You get a sense of the moisture and the atmosphere, the sturdy rocks,
And
the
people should-
rugged coastline.
We don't charge much to frame them. It's like $125. You frame this.
Yeah, put it in a
mat
frame. It would
Oh.
look sensational.
Yeah, and he signs it on the front.
And the back.
And on the back.
Very bold. That's a bold painting.
All right, Ashley, hand me the boat. The boat.
Now, in contrast, this is a very gentle painting. The seascape is very bold, very strong, and this is lighter, more delicate.
So you're saying this is a gentler painting than
It's
the
a
last?
gentler, yeah, we saw a very bold, strong painting. Now you're seeing a light watercolor, and you see again different planes of distance. So you got this foreground of some water, and then these trees is another plane of distance. Then the boat. Then you see these little like turns in the creek as it goes back. And back here you've got some trees, very lightly rendered.
So Schofield did a good job on this.
Sure. And now you imagine you put this in a nice mat with a nice molding on it.
Yeah. You get, and he is famous. I mean, Michael.
Oh yeah,
He's
been around.
I love the work he did for Stephen J. Canal Productions. Because
Oh,
if
yeah.
you watch any of those shows from the 70s,
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street,
Yeah.
Rockford Files.
And Rockford Files. Yeah.
You see a Schofield oil painting in the back, yeah?
Yeah. And Jim Rockford's trailer.
Yeah, what?
Here's the mailbox. So
This is the mailbox.
yeah, you.
How did Ashley spell
Look,
mail?
You've got mail.
M-A-L-E.
Uh-oh, no, it's M-A-I-L, Ashley.
Oh, sorry.
M-A-I-L.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley.
It's actually titled Worth the Wait.
It's worth the wait.
Is that the title?
Yes.
Worth the wait. All right.
Waiting for that love letter. Yeah, it's
Oh,
signed here.
yes.
But yes, but David, now you set off a big problem. What? I asked you, David.
Oh, yeah.
You're not a counselor, but she's waiting. She's waiting daily for that love letter, and it doesn't come.
The love letter never comes.
And it's not for a reason. It's not like he got killed doing a secret CIA job.
That's
He didn't want to write her. So what do you do now, Mr. Look, and now you got Ashley crying.
Yeah. You see, the mail hasn't come yet. The door's open. The flag isn't up.
yeah.
So it has not arrived.
All
It's
right.
waiting. So there you are. Oh, and there's one more.
Now there's a couple more. No, you're right. There's one more.
So that's a very gentle piece again. You look at a very light palette. You do see a home here. There's a little house in the trees.
I like how he put that deeper blue
Yeah.
right on the trees there.
But you see the sense of distance that you're getting.
Yeah. And he's a master at that.
Yeah. So that you wander along the street and it goes off into the distance.
Oh my goodness! Why these are the only 6 I have, and it's rare for Michael to do watercolors. I mean, well, he does oils.
Yeah.
This
has a little Matisse, Henri Matisse look to it.
Henri Matisse.
Yeah, who was a good watercolor.
I spent time with another Matisse. He claimed to be the illegitimate grandson of Henri Matisse.
Was he?
He looked like him and he talked like him. So, which one, folks? Tell you what, give us a call. You got a request?
We haven't shown this one. Have we shown this
We showed this one.
We
This is
showed
the
that
sugar
one. That's a.
This is the.
Sugar.
Oh.
Maple sugar.
Okay, there.
See, that's
Well, put maple sugar up there.
Okay,
Let's
here's maple sugar.
now.
Sugar.
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 Now, folks.
Give me some sugar. Here you are.
Yeah. So what would you do, Patty? I have 6 and only 6.
Got 6.
Now,
Oh, you
that would make
devil. She's a devil. Show him the backside right there on her scalp.
I have it under my hair.
Yeah. Someone told
He
her.
thinks I'm the devil.
oh, you have a horn back there?
No,
We're gonna scare David.
no. She's
Uh-oh.
got.
Spooky.
No, if you take what's that unlucky number you just said?
6.
She's got
666.
3 of them together.
666.
Oh God, you said it.
There we go.
And her parents lied to her. They told her she stood on her head. It was really 999, which is lucky in Japan. That's what they told him.
I still
777.
believe it.
Yeah, no, you're the devil, lady.
Japan is the
All
three
right.
sevens.
Well, I like that copper one. I
Okay.
don't know that.
You like this one?
Yeah, put that
Well, you
up
know,
there. So,
If
folks,
somebody should buy them as a set.
yes.
Because you could.
What would you
put
price them
down
at?
a hallway.
Because, if there's paintings as original oils, they're 11, 12, 15, 20 grand at auction houses. For the watercolors, what would you...
Well, these are rare. So I mean, there
They're
were
mine.
there were a lot of Schofield oil paintings, but there's not
Yeah.
many of these.
Yeah.
So they're rare. And
You're fondling the mailbox. She's fondling. She's a devil, David.
See if are you sure it's empty?
it's empty.
So I'll tell you what.
Well, wouldn't that make a good grouping? You see,
Yeah, right.
all same kind of frame, same kind of mat.
Oh yeah, that
It would make a nice set.
Where would you open these, Patty, if you were to open one?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Look at these 3.
I think we should open them at a price where, again, I go back to the loyalty, the customers that watch us on live streaming. I just think,
And
have
it-
them call in. Maybe they should tell us.
Call us. Call us. I got 6 of these. Call us. Tell me what we can work a deal on. I know you're thinking 2,000-3,000. No.
Yeah.
It's going to be under $1,000. Just call me. Tell me
See, that makes a
which
good grouping.
ones
Right?
Yeah.
you would like to participate in.
And then these two together.
Yeah, those two make a good set because they have the same palette.
And I can even
They're light and gentle. Yeah.
frame them. Oh,
This set.
Wilson, that's set.
So you have the light palette set,
Ah,
gentle watercolors, and then you get the bolder watercolors.
call me. Because I got an idea. And David Lloyd Glover knows art. You've been in art your
Whole life.
entire whole life.
Yeah, that's right.
And he said, of all, they're all good, but he said this one to him stands out as one of the best Schofield watercolors right there.
Oh, yeah.
So
It tells a story.
it tells a story. This is 2434. I got to find a price where people go, darn it, I'm calling right now. And I'll tell you what,
Because you have a collection.
the first 3 I sell, Ashley, I'm going to frame them free and ship them. I'm going to pay framing and shipping on the first 3. Yeah, that's a $5,500 Schofield watercolor any day of the week. But I got a price in mind. Oh, I got a price. I'm talking framed, shipped, signed on the front, signed on the back. Oh, this is too cheap. $950 to open. $50 increments once we get the open. And that is David Lloyd Glover's favorite of the 6 I have. What did that just say?
I love you, Beeb.
I what?
I what?
I love you, Beeb. That's what it said.
He loves me.
Ah.
It must be the painting, you know, the beautiful painting.
No, David, I don't want to scare you, but that's her phantom boyfriend. No one's ever really seen him.
No,
Ashley has.
top secret.
Have you ever seen him, Wilson?
I saw him this morning.
Patty, have you ever seen him?
You see him.
Have you ever seen him?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, he's real, Ashley.
I mean, in pictures, but no, we never met. He's real.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Uh,
Well, that makes a great set, those 3. Those
camera
4.
2 for your camera, Wilson. Ashley, I would say 35 milligrams of lithium. I don't know, twice a day. How long? Do you ever go to lunch and dinner with your boyfriend? And you sit at the table talking with him? And he talks back to you.
He does most of the talking.
Hi, Wilson, in college, I tend to be rather neurotic. And my college psychology teacher told me, he says, Barry, let me tell you the difference. You're neurotic. He goes, a neurotic builds a castle in the sky. A psychotic moves in. All right, come on, make me some offers here. I'll tell you what, on the one, David Lloyd Glover. I'm going to tell you what, I'm just going to sell one right now. The one David Lloyd Glover said is the best of the bunch. Tell you what, start at 0, $150 increments. That is an original Michael Schofield. And on the first 3 I saw on this one, I am going to frame it for you. I am going to ship it for free. We're talking start at 0, $150 increments. That is an original watercolor by Michael Schofield. This is Oh, this is when people panic, David. You're a show host. You're going out. Now, we don't have Dish or Direct TV yet, but we will be having Dish in a few minutes. And nobody calls up. They're saying, Barry, I like that painting, but I'd rather see you suffer. We have the open. Thank you. Who is that? Tamara, how is she doing? Oh, well, thank you, Tamara. And she might get the deal of a lifetime. I can't buy this for $150. And I've known Michael Schofield for 27 years. He sold over 1 million posters. My mom has sold over 1 million Schofield posters. Unbelievable. Hey, wherever it is $150. And I'm framing it and shipping it. $150. 300. Who is your bidder, Ashley? Mr. S. Now, Juliet, is that a real Mr. S? He's real? Okay. Yes, okay. So we have 300. I just got to check till we get her the lithium she needs. We're at 300. Anybody want to make it 450? 450 has been bid. This is an original Michael Schofield. Oh, Tamara, you're getting Tamara. We're at 450 on David Lloyd Glover's favorite, Michael Schofield. 450 going once, twice. Oh, it is very cheap.
That's a throwaway.
Oh, I'm losing money, but I got 5 more. I got to keep the show moving, David.
They should buy 3.
All in, all said, sold to Tamara.
Wow.
Thank you, Tamara. I hope you're doing well. I got to get up there and visit her. She's in New York.
New York.
Yes. Now, so if you had to pick, now we are down to 5. Mr. Glover, which ones? 1, 2. I only see 4.
What's my next favorite?
Hang on, where is the 1, 2, 3, 4? Didn't we have 6 to? Oh, yeah,
Seascape.
yeah. So of all these remaining, which one do you like the best? There are 5 left. Which one? This one, the Seascape. Okay.
There you are.
All right. Here. Oh, that's gorgeous too.
Just like Homer.
Are you talking baseball or Greek philosopher? Oh, a painter.
Yeah, Winslow Homer.
I thought, yeah.
Famous for doing the East Coast seascapes. Very bold.
Winslow.
How's that?
Homer.
Winslow Homer. Yeah. That's
See, that's the
reminiscent of-
difference between me and you, David. I knew him as Winnie. Hey, bud, how you doing?
Knew him as a little kid. Winnie Homer.
This
Winslow
is
Homer.
amazing. I love that color.
Yep. Cool.
Start at 0, $150 increments. And like I said, 3. Tamara got the first one, and I'm going to frame it and ship it for free. This one is my favorite.
Yeah. Impact. See, it's got a lot of visual impact. Very bold.
Impact. That's a
Yeah.
good word.
Yeah. Well, that's what you look for if you're trying to do a painting. You want some visual impact. You want dimension, which it has. You can see down the coastline. See how the coastline gets
Yes.
more and more faded.
Well, I'm
as the-
starting at 0. $150 increments. Wherever it stops, it stops. And yeah, it's 7 o'clock. In 12 minutes, David Lloyd Glover's coming up, and we
Yep.
have some amazing rock people.
She said, yes, Barry, come visit me.
I will. But it's funny because except for walking my dog and seeing my kids occasionally, I pretty much live under a rock. I don't do anything.
But you live on a rock. You're in San Pedro.
Yes, I am.
That's a rock.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's not the rock, which used to be Alcatraz.
Yeah. But
No.
you're at the end of the continent.
In
That's
theory,
it.
yes.
Yeah. After you is Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go west.
No open once. Okay. You put up your favorite. People bid. I put up my favorite. It's like I'm the Rodney Dangerfield of the art show.
You just don't get any respect.
None. None. No open once.
That should be gone.
No open twice. All right, David, pick your next favorite one.
Okay. It is. It's our maple sugar. There you
This.
go. Yes.
All right, we are switching to David's second favorite. If he was a judge in the best
The best
art-
watercolor
art.
show. That's right. It would be
2429. That is pretty cool. I'm looking at that, and the monitor is about 25 feet away. Look at that. That
Yeah.
pop.
So
that has some pop to it.
You see the dimensions. From
Yes,
that
I see
foreground
the
tree
dimensions.
all the way down. You follow the creek.
Start at zero, $150 increments.
It's harvest time for the maple sugar.
You have 300 on the water.
300?
On the water.
Seascape.
Oh, the seascape. Okay. Well, hang on.
That's
I'm going to move your second favorite over to my first favorite.
your first favorite.
All right, so we
The
are
Winslow
back
Homer.
at whatever the item number is on this. We have 300.
2435.
2435. My measurements.
Wow.
I'm skinny, David. I tell you.
Yeah, you're losing weight. 24-inch waist.
My blood pressure was actually low. I wasn't sure. It was 109 over 67.
Oh my goodness, you're half asleep. At that point.
No, I was at the doctor's office.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They checked it twice.
There's something wrong with
and
the
the
gauge.
second time I go, I'm alive, right? Yes, the nurse goes, yeah.
Well, look at those clouds.
300 going once.
Oh.
300 going twice.
Oh my goodness.
This is going to hurt, but that's because I said it's my favorite. All in. All said. After that's sold and I get no respect. Now, David, pick one that you think. This is your second favorite one.
Yes.
Why? Why, I ask you? Why? We had 6. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is this one of your favorite pieces?
Because it takes you on a trip as you go through, follow the creek, and it takes you on a journey. Which is what you want a painting to do. When you put that on the wall, you want to ponder it. Imagine what it's like to travel along the little creek, walk along it.
Where is it taking us?
See, it's bold in the foreground, but it's very light and airy in the background.
And it's taking us somewhere
Draws
nice,
you in.
right?
And you can imagine where it is. It's probably Vermont or New Hampshire, somewhere in New England.
We'll start at 0, $150 increments. This was David Lloyd Glover's. I asked him, he showed me the 2. The first one sold. Here was his second favorite.
Michael Schofield painting.
Michael Schofield watercolor, yeah.
Which,
Not on my computer.
This is sugar.
sugar.
2029. See, you had a normal childhood, David.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
But when you said it takes you on a trip, and that nice trip down that creek, you see nice things.
Yes, indeed.
I'm thinking, what if at the end of the river there, the creek, there's a guy named Jason, and he's wearing a funny mask. And what does Jason say? Wilson. You
Trick or
never
treat.
saw the movie. Never mind.
Trick or treat. But there's light at the end. You know, when you
Okay.
travel through, you're traveling into the light.
You're traveling into the light. And that's what you want to see when you die, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You're moving towards the light.
Yes. Well, I have no open. 0 is the current bid. And I only have time for 1 or 2 more because in just a short 7 minutes, I am going to show you some. Oh, I got a beautiful heart done by the late, Jean-Claude Novaro.
Novaro.
Which one do they want? All right, Ashley is talking to somebody.
Yep.
Right? And then the Glovers haven't.
Not yet.
And Juliet, you can tell it's a real person, right? Yeah, it's a real person. I'm just trying to help her. You've seen that too, Wilson. You see her talk to people that aren't really there.
I'm not hearing another voice.
Anybody want to open on this? No open once. I'm going to frame it and ship it, no charge. Whatever the bid is, that's what you pay. No open once. No open twice. This is David Lloyd Glover's second favorite piece
Of Michael Schofield.
of Michael Schofield.
Verify. You're just showing my proof of zip code? And your name? What would you like to do? Open 150.
Open 150. Did you ever see that movie with Russell Crowe, A Beautiful Mind?
Yes.
When
Good
he
movie.
when he won the Nobel Prize,
Yeah.
and he'd ask students, "Is that person really there?"
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Thank you.
I know mine too. Yeah, the internet's really bad.
We're at 150.
Refreshing, yeah, so I know that. Yeah.
Trying to think what his in real life, what was his name? Governing dynamics. I had to study that stuff in economics. It'll come to me. We're at $150.
Oh.
Whoa is right. John Nash.
That was it.
John Nash.
John Nash. Good memory.
Yeah. No, I had to study him in that school of economics. Brilliant school. 150 going once.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, until 7. Yeah.
Ashley, you got anybody? 150. I'm going to frame it too. Going twice.
Yeah, I'll let 'em know. I'll let 'em know.
What do they say? 300.
Okay, I know. Hold on. We have 300. I'm texting that right now.
Paige got 2 phones.
450.
450. Thank you. 450 down to one bidder. 450 going once. Oh, this is cheap. 450. 450 twice. Sold to your bidder. Oh, that's cheap. Okay. Oh, waiting for the mail. Okay. Here we go. Here you go. Let me grab this. This is waiting for the mail. All right. 2428. I got, this is waiting for the mail. Start at 0, $150 increments. Worth the wait, is that the name of it? 2428. Looking for the open. We're at 0, looking for $150 increments. I only have 3, well, this and 2 others left. Then I am moving on to a lot of other cool art. No, oh, now you see if you like the composition of this painting?
Yes.
And how your eye open. We have 150.
Yeah, the old weathered mailbox in the foreground, sitting on a post.
Now you grew up in Canada.
Yes.
Starts with an M, Manitoba.
Well, I was in Manitoba. I was in British Columbia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
West Coast.
West Coast. You ever deliver the paper?
I did.
I did too.
Yeah.
We get no respect, us paper boys.
Yep.
I know.
I delivered all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Weather related?
Ashley, anybody, Juliet, anybody got anything? We're at 150,
Frustrating.
going once.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it is.
my.
We're expecting a big storm
Three?
here in Cali.
300 has been bid.
Yeah.
Oh, the big mail?
The big mail.
No, 300. Looking for 450.
They're fine.
This is so cheap, folks. I can't buy them for this. And this is the third one, so I'm going to frame it and ship it for free.
Wow.
Yeah, whoever gets this is going to get it. This is the last one I'm going to frame and ship for free.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. They're fine. Okay, all in.
Down to one bidder at 300. I have, let me look at the camera. After this, I'm going to bring up some amazing rock and roll heroes painted by David. I know I'm stalling. Tell your bidder I know I'm stalling. I pay so much more, but I'm at 300 going once on, yeah, there we go. 300 on an original watercolor done by Michael Schofield. He's in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer collection. And I will just show you this gently on the back. Schofield 2021. Signed and dated. Now, okay, I'm being so gentle. There we go. Hey, am I on dish now? Adrian, am I on dish? You can see me on dish? All right. Well, I am at $300. Yeah, on a Michael Schofield. This is one of the ones that David Lloyd Glover said were the best of unique Michael Schofield watercolors. $300 going once. And folks, wherever you're watching, if you're watching me on Dish Network, my name's Barry Chappell, and this is Barry Chappell's Fine Art Showcase. Tonight, I have a live guest with me. They always work out better than the dead ones. And tonight's live guest is David Lloyd Glover. All right, go on once. Tell you what, I got that other one over there. I'm going to finish this up off the air, Patty. Because you got two people wanting it. Hey, I could be like Solomon and cut it in half. No, that's a bluff. They don't want you to cut the baby in half. Okay. Now I have waited and waited and waited. No, the real mom said, no, you take the baby, because Solomon knew the real mom would not let them cut her baby in half. All right. This, yeah, oh yeah, you don't want to, yeah. This, we're waiting till one or two of our customers who we told I have a unique original Peter Max. And it is right here. Peter Mac flower pot. And this authentic certificate of authenticity comes from Albert Scaglione, and the image was done in 1993. That's acrylic on paper, a unique original by Peter Max. And what do we have the retail price at? Like 6,000 or 8,000. It's something up there. Closer to 10 is what David Lloyd Glover says. It's closer than 10. So list price, make it 85. 10 works too. All right. Where was I supposed to open this, Ashley? Because you've told people. So you're on the hook. What did I say? Where was I going to open this? What's that? $750 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. Yeah, we gotta monitor that situation. How long has she been talking to herself, thinking she's talking to other people, Wilson? That long. Then again, people thought I was talking to a camera until I actually showed Wilson. He wasn't here, so I showed him my SpongeBob doll. No, that's looking for a $750 open on acrylic on paper. We have the open. I have the open. $750. And what I say increments would be? Two. $750, looking for $950. This is a unique, original, acrylic on paper done by Peter Max. $750, going once. Uh-oh. $750, going twice. She said verifying twice. I get it now. So the first one's real, the second one's imaginary. All right. I'm at $750. So she's verifying 3 times. 2 times. Okay. So we got $750. Anybody can make it $950. Check with Frank and Randy. And those are real people, right, Ashley? Okay. Oh, I'm losing money. $750 once. $750 twice. Now Ashley's putting the hand up like talk to the face. Oh, it's really bad weather out there? So that's not getting the signal? That's affecting the signal? Okay. Well, let me give it a final 30 seconds. We're at $750. Going once. See, it's hard to interpret her because sometimes she says verifying. Sometimes she says verifying. And the last time she just said verifying. $750 going once. $750 going twice. I gotta move along because we got everybody happy. What do they say? Who's got the $750? Mr. S? All right, going once. You don't have anybody, right, Patty? Twice. Sold to Mr. S. Got a great deal. Now, I want to show something really cool. Ashley, can you lift the light box up? Folks, I have a Novaro heart. He died on December 30th, 2014. And this is a fluorescent heart. Now, Jean-Claude Novaro used to talk to me, and he'd tell me, Barry, they've been making glass for 5,000 years. I'm the first one to ever make it glow in the dark. And I hope someday I'll be remembered for that. Take a look at this. There it is. Now, and this is with a bright light. How do I turn this light off? What?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Item number on this one? 2447.
I think I do because there's so much background light. I mean, if I turn that off, that's going to glow like E.T.'s heart.
Actually, we go turn it off.
It's glowing.
I'll turn it off just so Barry can.
Watch this, Ashley. We're going to turn this bright light off and watch this. Well, no, it's because we got the TVs right in front of it. You're right.
No, I know I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. It's because the TVs are against the box. Anyway, folks, now Jean-Claude used to tell me, charge it up in sunlight, then turn the light off. Can you hand me
You want to hold the heart?
hand me the heart? Folks, this is signed. It looked good. Jean-Claude Novaro, and I don't know if that's 07. What? That is a fluorescent Jean-Claude Novaro. He is one of the most important glass makers that ever lived and died. Yeah, you see right where he signed it. It's 2000 and
Novaro.
oh yeah,
2005.
2005.
Right there, Wilson.
All right, folks. Jean-Claude Novaro's here. I got an idea. Watch this. Jean-Claude Novaro, the only man in history to make glass glow in the dark.
Glass glow?
Yes. And right now, his work has taken back seat when people should be marketing the heck out of it. His inventory has been tied up in a French probate court because between his second wife, Virginie, and the daughter from his first marriage. I mean, a fluorescent heart done in 2005 by Jean-Claude Novaro would usually go for $5,500 to $8,000. I mean, in 5,000 years, people have tried to do a lot of everything with glass. He used to tell the story on my show how one morning he got up early and he saw something glowing. He knew he was getting close. So, yeah, Adrian, retail, $5,500. Folks, it's the only fluorescent heart I have ever seen that Novaro has ever done. This is priceless. Start at zero, $250 increments. And if you're looking for an anniversary present, a Christmas present, a Hanukkah present, a Kwanzaa present, what is that, the George Costanza Festivus present? This could be it. I'm starting at zero. Novaro wrote his name on it. He signed his name on 2200 degree glass. Looking for an open. We have $250. This is a $5,000. It's the only heart I've ever seen Novaro do in all the time I worked with him that was a fluorescent heart. I mean, it is just amazing. And it is, oh, look at this, folks. Look, it's glowing under this bright light. Look at this. Look at that, Wilson. You know, I mean, it's supposed to glow when it's dark. It's glowing in the light. Oh, it's supercharged. 2005. Novaro. $250. Are you kidding me? $250 going once. This is a $5,000. 500. This is a 5,000. The only fluorescent heart I've ever seen. I've seen fluorescent vases, but something from 2005. I am at $500. Oh, look at this. This is so cheap. It's a fluorescent art. $750 has been bid. $750. You're out. Going once. You know what we could try? If Juliet's brave enough. When you see her talking to people that aren't there, if you just shocked her. Not too hard, you know. $750 going twice. All in. All said. Sold. Thank you. I am going with my son, Ben, who is a real person. I am going to Ashland, Oregon with him in about a month. And in Ashland, Oregon, they got Lithia Creek. And it's got that name because there's so much lithium in the creek. All right, folks. What I want to do is I want to bring David Lloyd Glover up, and I want to show you his rock and roll show part 2. Come on up, David.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
here.
Hey, David. Well, thank you for helping me on the Schofields.
Oh, my
I
pleasure.
gave those away. That was...
Oh, Michael should have bought them at that price.
No, yeah, anybody should have.
Yeah.
Ashley, hand me the first Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
David.
What's
Lo-
our choice?
Oh, yeah, put that up there.
2453.
And guess who those are?
Bill and Ted?
Don and
No,
Phil.
that's, yeah, I'm just joking.
Don and Phil. The Everleys.
I know.
And you know, the Everly brothers were just a smash hit in the 50s. And they were the inspiration for the Beatles style of singing.
Really?
Yeah, the harmonies. And that's what John Lennon and Paul McCartney imitated was Don and Phil Everly. The way that they would do their 2-part harmonies singing the same
Are
lyric.
either of them still alive?
No.
No.
No, they
Well, this,
passed
yeah.
it.
Don and Phil Everly, artist proof. Look at this, number 10 of 10.
Number 10 of 10.
Yes.
This was signed a numbered edition of 100, which is sold out, but these are my personal pieces, my artist proofs.
So, and you were telling me if there was just any number between 1 and 100, like 89
Yeah.
of 100, it was $5,000.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Well,
And these sold very quickly. You know, there's an awful lot of Everly Brothers fans here in, not only in America, but all over the world. You don't realize how famous they were.
Oh, well, I'm just going to set this aside because what I want to do, how many different musicians do you have?
We have 10 new ones tonight.
All right. So it's 9 musicians because there's 2 Elvis. Now, I know this guy.
Yes, you would.
Brilliant songwriter. Bob Dylan. It's called Bob Dylan in Studio.
Yes, you can see the microphone. That's a Neumann U87 microphone. That they
Not a
use.
Newman 387.
Neumann.
Neumann.
German. Yeah, German.
A Neumann 387?
And that's a Fender Jazzmaster guitar. And of course, he's playing the harmonica.
So that other stuff, Say this again.
Oh, that's a Neumann U87
And what kind of
microphone.
guitar?
That's a Fender Jazzmaster.
Wilson, do you believe him? You think he's making that up? No. He's all right.
He knows.
He
Wilson.
knows. He knows.
Yep.
Now, this is a special artist proof,
Yes, it is.
and it is artist proof number 1 of 10.
1 of 10. I had 10 proofs.
And you were telling me there is a gallery in Las Vegas
Yes,
that sells pictures of musicians.
they do.
And what? And a painting like this, well, because this is stretch canvas. I mean, you've seen pieces like this go for $10,000-$12,000.
Oh, yeah.
At least, yeah.
They're selling my pencil sketches, my studies before I do the paintings. They're selling my little pencil sketches for 5,000.
So just a pin, and this is the finished work, and this is
Yes.
number 1.
Yes.
Unbelievable. So retail, I'd put 12 grand. You know,
It's extremely popular, this image.
I loved his lyrics. I mean, now, can you hand me that guy right there?
There we go.
Piano Man is a classic.
Yeah, Piano Man. You know, he was working here in Los Angeles on Wilshire Boulevard.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. And there was a bar called The Executive. And after work, he was the piano. Remember the piano bars?
Yeah.
Where people sit around the piano. And he would sit there and entertain everybody. And that's how he created that song, The Piano Man. It was based on his...
Davy, here's Davy in the Navy, and
Yeah, that's right. And he was... what was his name then? He was calling himself, like, Martin was his last name, like Al Martin or something like
Oh.
that. Like a nondescript name. He didn't use his real
Real
name,
name.
Billy Joel.
Well, and this is canvas.
This is canvas.
And it is everything has been examined by you. Has it been embellished at all? Or?
No. This is
Okay.
exactly like the original painting. It's
Oh.
Everything is the same. In fact, it's so close. I have to be careful when I'm comparing it to the original painting. Which one's the...
Well, you did this in 2009,
Yeah.
and I like the title, A New York State of Mind.
That's right. Yeah, he's a real storyteller in his songs.
Yeah, that's what's...
Especially that breakout album of his called The Stranger, where he told stories of his, his neighborhood and the bars and the restaurants and people he grew up
2458.
with.
Yeah, 12,000 list. Now, we're not going to charge anywhere near that. I just want you to understand it's always an honor when David Lloyd Glover stops everything and comes on the show. And
I did this, the original painting I did as a commission for a Billy Joel fan in Tokyo, Japan.
okay. And what did the original painting go for?
It went for 35 grand.
So the original of this, a painting, you sold
Yeah.
for 35,000.
Same size.
Same
It's identical.
everything.
Yeah.
And you
same
can't even
size.
tell the difference.
No.
No. Okay.
He paid 35 grand.
So
for it.
you could, you go to Japan. When's the last time you went to Japan?
Well, it's been a while. 2009 was my last trip.
But you could fly over there, switch paintings.
Oh yes,
Say,
I could
I
switch
just
that,
want
yeah.
to see how you're painting it. And,
Yeah, you could.
could you hand me Willie?
Oh yes, our man.
Here is Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, the essential. And there's his battered guitar. You know, he's only played the same guitar, I think, for the last 40 years. He started
Really?
at the Grand Ole Opry.
Which is something. And
Yeah,
this
that's
is,
your proving ground.
and you titled this The Essential.
The essential. If you're a Willie Nelson fan, this is the essential. You have to have this
Artist proof
in
10
your
of
man
10.
cave. Actually, women really enjoy him too. You know.
Well, he's,
And this has got a great palette in it. You know, I always have fun mixing palettes to tell a story. You know,
and this is this a silk screen, Jaclay? What do you got? What are these?
well, this is a canvas print. This is pigment on ink.
Pigment on ink.
Pigment on canvas. Pigment ink
Pigment ink. This is Good Vibration.
by California's own Beach
2454.
Boys. You know, they're from Torrance, California.
I know where
all
that
these
is.
boys grew up on Torrance, Hawthorne Boulevard. They used to tour up and down Hawthorne.
And,
This
and
is,
some of them are still alive, right?
Well, let's see. The Carl and Dennis were brothers. they're gone now. Mike Love is still here. Al Jardine is still with us, and Brian Wilson is still with us.
All right.
Brian was the oldest of the brothers, and he's the genius behind the sound. He created that whole airy California.
But they all weren't brothers, were they? No.
No, Mike is a cousin,
Okay.
and he was a friend, Al Jardine.
Oh.
But it was a
Oh,
family
look at that on
operation.
the monitor. That is just,
Yeah, look at those colors.
that just pops. And
The
do you remember who
California
you
sound.
sold the original of this one to? Or sorry if you
Yeah,
don't.
I do actually. It was an executive with Capitol Records.
Oh.
Now, Capitol was their label forever.
And look at this, folks. This is artist proof number 1 of 10.
1 of 10. That's right.
And the regular edition, didn't matter what it was $5,000.
Well, that's sold out.
That's sold out.
You
Now
can't
here
buy
is
those.
David Lloyd Glover's personal artist proofs number 1 of 10
When you think of Southern California, you cannot
without the
bypass
Beach Boys.
the
Yeah,
Beach
Beach
Boys
Brothers.
tells the
Yeah.
story. And they're famous all over the world too.
So this next one, David, who is it? Oh, this is one of,
Well, this is Mr. Roy Orbison.
probably one of the best musicians ever lived, right?
Oh yeah, certainly the best vocalist. Unbelievable voice. Came from somewhere else.
What do you mean? His voice? Or?
Yeah, it was ethereal. He had a perfect pitch voice. The
That's
Beatles.
a good word. Hang on. Say that again?
Perfect pitch.
No, before that. Ethereal?
Ethereal. He was his voice.
Ethereal.
Yeah, sounded ethereal. Yeah,
Ethereal.
ethereal.
Am I saying it
Pretty
right,
woman.
Wilson? Ethereal.
Pretty woman. walking
This
down the
is
street.
entitled Roy Orbison and David Lloyd Glover. Yeah. 2023, and this is artist proof 1 of 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
this is,
if you are a fan of music from the 1950s, early 60s, this needs to be in your collection.
and you were telling me before the show, he inspired the Beatles.
You sure did, because they hired him when Beatlemania was really starting to kick
Yes.
off. They put a show together and they hired Roy Orbison's band to open for the Beatles. And Paul McCartney said he was like a marble statue because Roy Orbison never moved.
Really?
He stood there like a marble statue, but this incredible voice came out.
Wow. All right. Who's this next one? Right over there. No, it's,
Ah, yes,
yeah.
we do have more.
I am going to put Roy over here.
This edition sold out before I even finished it.
Really?
Yeah, this is David Gilmour. He was the lead guitarist for Pink Floyd.
Okay.
And they had an album they recorded called Dark Side of the
Moon, yes.
which was the longest, still is, the longest running charted on Billboard's chart
Ever.
for, I think it was 7 years straight without dropping off the chart.
Oh my
Because-
goodness! And this is the number 1 of the edition.
And
Look at this.
David Gilmour is considered, really one of the best there is.
When did he die?
No, he's alive.
He's alive.
Yeah. Now this is a very young-looking David Gilmour with his long hair, but
Number 1 of 10.
1 of 10. But
Artist
Gilmour,
proof. Oh, that's stunning.
yeah, that edition sold out just instantly.
Pink Floyd. Yeah.
Because Pink Floyd's got an awful lot of fans, and you think of British progressive rock, they were it.
Can you, Ashley? Can you hand me the next one? Tom Jones.
Yes, well,
And I am going to put this one right here.
our Welsh singer,
Was he
performer.
Welsh?
Yes, he's Welsh. Yeah.
Is he
And-
still alive?
Oh yes, still alive, still singing, still recording, and this was at the height of his career.
Tom Jones, Las Vegas. And once again, this is an artist proof number 1. Number 1 of 10.
1 of 10. And
Wow.
he was instrumental in inspiring Elvis Presley
Was he?
to start on Las Vegas.
Wow.
And Elvis went to see his act at one of the big showrooms in Las Vegas. And he was so thrilled. He said, I have to do that, because Tom Jones was a very dynamic entertainer.
Oh my goodness.
Remember, he used to do all those moves,
Yeah.
you know,
Ashley, can you hand me what
all
are
those
you-
hip moves, you know.
Let me see the next one. Yeah, this is the one that gives Wilson flashbacks in a good way.
459.
First thing David Lloyd Glover said to me is, I hope Wilson can handle that acid tone colors.
Yeah, the acid trip in the colors. This is Jimi Hendrix, of course, and this has been my all-time bestseller.
That one right there,
Yes,
huh?
it is. And
just gonna-
this reproduction, this artist proof, is exactly like the original painting.
This is number 1 of 10.
Yeah. 'Cause
Number 1 of the edition.
I executed the painting using acrylic pigments in a liquid form. Not in a paste form, but liquid.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So you get that really brilliant pigment effect. And that's what I was looking to do, was to, you know, capture the sound of Jimi Hendrix visually. The original painting to this sold to a collector who owns this guitar. And this is a Fender Stratocaster that Jimi Hendrix played upside down. You can see that actually it's the other way around, but he was a left-handed guitar player. But he never bought a left-handed guitar. He just turned it upside down and restrung it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, here is the next one, the King.
Mr. S was just at that gallery in Las Vegas.
Ah,
Mr. S was just at that gallery.
an amazing gallery.
Animating, yeah. They have 5 of your work.
Yes, they do.
And they're just the pencil drawings.
Yeah, they're pencil drawings.
And they want a ton for them, right?
Yep, sure do.
Well, this is called Aloha Elvis.
Now, you remember the famous concert in Honolulu?
I watched it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the rerun of it. Yeah. 'Cause that was,
Aloha Elvis. Was,
look at that. What color blue is that?
I took it out of the painting. It's aqua.
Aqua. Number 1 of 10, folks.
Aloha Elvis. Now, you know why Elvis never went overseas to perform?
Because his agent scared him that they were going to try and kill him or something? No, why?
His agent never had a green card or a
Oh.
passport.
The Colonel
So,
Parker,
Colonel
who
could
was
not
not
leave.
a colonel.
Couldn't leave the country. But you go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But Colonel Parker was pretty brilliant in marketing, and he came up with that concept of the around the world concert.
Yeah.
So it was broadcast, and you were able to see it in movie theaters all over the world
Well,
at the
this,
same time it was happening.
I remember when he died, my dad couldn't believe it. He was 42.
Yeah, only 42.
Yeah, you know, and he had. And this right here, folks, is number 1 of 10. Well,
Aloha Elvis. There you go.
and
So you get those Hawaiian colors.
and like the gallery that Mr. S has been to in Las Vegas, and the retail of 12,000. I mean, on your number 1 of 10, and what color blue is that? Aqua.
Aqua.
Aqua. I mean, you would expect the number 1 of your personal collection. That's where the 12 grand comes from, right?
That's right.
Well, David, have a seat for a second.
Okay.
Because if anybody wants to talk to David, once you
Yep.
you buy one, yeah, he'll personalize it, do whatever you want. Which one should I start with, folks? Call us up. I have these 10. Whether Jimi Hendrix, Roy Orbison, Aloha Elvis, Tom Jones, the Everly Brothers, Bob Dylan. Look at that. Billy Joel. Call Me. Pink Floyd. Ashley, which ones do they want to see? Because I'm going to auction these, especially the number 1s. I mean, like this one right here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is something. So this regular edition, whether it's number in the paper edition, whether it was number 1 or 100, it was still over five grand. Yeah. And this is on canvas, and this is the artist proof number 1 of 10, signed on the front, signed on the back too. I got a price in mind on Elvis. I'll tell you what. Let me see how many of the number 1s. Oh, Bob Dylan is number 1 too. I got 6 number 1s. Is Roy Orbison a number 1? He is in my book. I don't know about yours. Oh.
David Gilmour is one. Jimi Hendrix is one. The Beach Boys is one.
All right.
Bob Dylan, Tom Jones.
Folks, call me because I got a price in mind. These are $12,000 everywhere else. I got a price, Ashley, that I am going to sell it to him on the number 1s. It's not 12,000, not 10. Regular edition, you had to pay 5,000. It's not 5, 4, it's not 3, it's not 2. It's not 1,500. Call me. I got a price. I'll give Tamara. Is she interested in Willie Nelson? Well, I am going to sell Willie Nelson. And this is number 10 of 10. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to give Tamara such a good price. You have to, hey, like little kids, where you're going to swear around them, and the parents go, earmuffs, earmuffs. I am going to give Tamara such a good price on this that the other operators can't hear this. All right? I am going to sell Willie Nelson right now.
Hi, Chopper.
Now, which ones do you guys like?
Roy Orbison. He's interested in that.
Oh, Roy Orbison. Now, this is number 1 of the edition. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pretty Woman.
Yep, he just said the same thing. Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I'll tell you what. What did she say? Because I gave her a price that, and Patty, you know I love you. You know, after all the time we spent together, you tell anybody else the price I gave her, I got to kill you. Well, I don't. Wilson will. Did you know Wilson used to work in the CIA before he got addicted to crack? All right. Well, no, it's all right. He's out of it now. Is usually, if it was just 1 of 100, it'd be $5,000. This is number 1 of 10. Yeah. That's number 1. And let me show you this, Chopper. Look at this. It's signed in white, number 1 of 10, and on the back it's number 1 of 10. What does he say?
He wants number 8.
He wants number 8? I don't know if I have.
Is that his lucky number?
Do you want to get close? Yeah, we'll let him know. We can do that.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Does he want number 1? Okay. Well, thank you anyway. Who else? I'll tell you what, folks. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me move Bob Dylan out of the way. Aloha Elvis. Is that a no? Okay. Folks, signed number 1 of 10. Aloha Elvis. Just a sketch is in a Las Vegas gallery for $5,000. This is number 1 of 10 artist proof of David Lloyd Glover's collection. 2451. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. You got a $12,000 number 1. What do you think is going to happen here? Start at 0. This is a $12,000 number 1. Start at 0, $300 increments. This is the only artist proof. This is artist proof number 1 of 10. Any of the regular edition was $5,000. This is a canvas edition done by David Lloyd Glover, Aloha Elvis, signed on the front and the back. Oh, yes, they all come with certificates signed by David Lloyd Glover. $300 has been bid. Folks, this is a $12,000 canvas Elvis done by David Lloyd Glover. Do you remember who you sold the original of this one to?
Oh, the original? That was sold in Japan.
The original was sold in Japan. Tokyo.
You know, the Japanese are huge on Elvis. They have Japanese Elvis contests.
Oh, okay.
Impressionists. And they come out and they sound just like Elvis Presley. And they get the hair.
And what do you think that, do you remember how much in U.S. The original?
I remember it was 2 million yen.
2 million yen, yeah. Folks, this is number 1. I have 600. Thank you. We're up to 6. Folks, this is $12,000. You have the artist here. I am at 600 looking for 9. There is no way. I mean, we are at 600. This might end the auction portion of the evening. I might have to price everything from here on out. Who's got the 6? Patty, do you have it or does Ashley? Ashley has it. $600. Are you kidding me? On number 1, the original sold for 2 million yen? Yeah. And let's see, it's about, I don't know where it is anymore. Going once at 600. This hurts. This is, without a doubt, one of the highlights of the show. Oh, yeah, Aloha Elvis.
This was from the famous concert.
One of the famous concert broadcast all around the world, yeah.
Honolulu.
600 once. Oh, this hurts. Twice. Fair. Final warning. Oh, that hurt. Sold. Who got that? Joe? All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put up the most colorful rock and roll. Yeah, oh boy, that's what David Lloyd Glover just said. Oh boy. And look at this. Jimi Hendrix, artist proof. Look at this. Artist proof number 1 of 10. Purple.
Jimi Hendrix Purple.
What's that?
That's the title, Jimi Hendrix Purple.
Yeah. When did he overdose?
He was 27.
He was 27?
1973.
Wow.
He was at the top of his game.
Now, did he die before Janis Joplin or?
Yes.
Yeah. Folks, you got a $12,000 Jimi Hendrix called Purple. This was done by David Lloyd Glover. It's number 1 of only 10. It is a canvas color. Tell you what, start at zero, $300 increments. You are looking. We have 300. Boy, that is just so vivid, David. How long did it take you to be able to paint where you sit back? I mean, this must have taken you on the original.
Yeah, the original took quite a while because you have to plan that out. There's a lot of thought that goes into where certain colors break
Oh, it's stunning.
and then execute it using liquid acrylic paint.
Oh, yeah, and this is on canvas. Yeah.
Very tricky.
Who bought the original? This a guy in Japan?
Yes.
And this is one you sold for like 2 million yen?
Yeah, no, this sold for more than 2 million yen.
More,
5 million
5 million
yen.
yen?
And he owned one of the white Stratocaster guitars.
Oh, so the guy owned the guitar that Jimi Hendrix was playing, so he framed this and put it next to the guitar.
The guitar's in a glass box.
Oh, okay. Well, folks, I am only at $300, looking for 6. This is a $12,000 David Lloyd Glover canvas work of art. It's number 1 of 10.
I have it non-registered, but he wants to bid. So, okay, 600.
600 has been bid. We are at 6, folks. We're at 6, looking for 9. Folks, this is a $12,000 work. I am at 600, looking for 9. This is crazy. This is $12,000. 600, looking for 9. As folks, just trying to get all the bidding straight. We're at 600, looking for 9. How much? We're at 600. Folks, this is a 12,000. This is number 1 of 10. 900 has been bid. We're at 9. This is as rare as David Lloyd Glover gets. This is purple. His picture of Jimi Hendrix. He sold it. We're at 9. Anybody can make it 12? Oh, 900. Folks, the original is owned, and whoever gets this, David Lloyd Glover will write in one of his books. Okay. 900 going once. 900 going twice. This is a 12,000. This is number one. You guys are killing me tonight. All in. All said. Does he want to bid? All right, they're out. They're out. It's up to Juliet. It's up to your person. 1,200 has been bid. 1,200. Who is your customer's first name? Say it again. Jeff. Jeff, you're getting a steal of a deal. Ashley, after this auction ends, please dial 911. There's been a robbery.
Have your emergency?
Yeah, no. 1,200 going once to Jeff. 1,200 going twice. Is that it? That it? Sold to Jeff. Ooh, you guys are killing me tonight. All right, which one do they want to see next? I got Bob Dylan or Roy Orbison. I'll tell you what. This didn't sell. Great customer thought about it. This is Willie Nelson, The Essential. Oh, look at that. This is BC 2455, Willie Nelson, The Essential. And this is number 10 of 10, David Lloyd Glover. Now, it's between, David, I'm trying to pick, because I know how rare these are. What do you think is rarer? Well, they all are. Willie Nelson or Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan, you can't get those.
You can't? And this, yeah, because that auditions. Tell you what, take a look at Willie Nelson for a second, but I am going to go to Bob Dylan. Because this is number 1 of 10. The original edition, 1 through 100 on paper, was sold out at $5,000 each. This is canvas. This is only 1 of 10, signed by David Lloyd Glover, artist proof 1 of 10 on the front and the back. Look at that. Yeah.
He was recording the famous album called Highway 61 Revisited, which was I think, multiple platinum selling album. And it still sells today, you know.
I always liked this song, The Thrasher.
The Thrasher.
Yeah. Someday, like a dinosaur in a shrine, I'll be caught in my line of time. The Thrasher will get me, basically. Folks, you talk about a low value of $12,000 to have artist proof 1 of 10 on Bob Dylan with the artist David Lloyd Glover in studio. This is an $18,000 work any day of the week and twice on Saturday. Start at $0, $300 increments. This is Bob Dylan. We got 300 on Bob Dylan. Number 1. And the artist will inscribe something in one of his booklets to you. Yes, when you buy from PrimeTime, you will get a book on David Lloyd Glover. He will personalize a page in the book to you. But this is as rare as it gets. Bob Dylan, the number one, the regular edition of 100 on paper. Yeah, we have 300. The regular edition on paper was sold out at 5,000 each. This is on canvas. There's only 10 of them that belong to David Lloyd Glover here. I'm at 300, looking for 6, 9, 12. This is an 18,000. This is a rare original, number one. What's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
It's from a movie.
600. What's it called?
Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Knocking on Heaven's Door. We're at 6, looking for 9. Folks, this is as rare as it gets. Number one, with the artist here live. We're at 6, looking for 9. This is an $18,000 work. 600. 600. Say it ain't so. $600 going once. I mean, this is crazy. This, nobody, including me, I get this $600 on number one of Bob Dylan.
Yeah, that's very rare.
This is as rare as it gets. Anybody want to make it 9? Juliet, are they interested? Okay. Ashley, you got the 6. All right. One bidder. Let me give it about 20 seconds. Now, Wilson. Oh, this, I'm losing money, but is it really unsettling for a man to start crying on live TV? I got an $18,000 Bob Dylan. You know, he did some art prints himself, Bob Dylan. Yeah, he's a good painter. But just a tiny little small one is $35,000 to $50,000. And you have Bob Dylan, number 1 of 10. I am at $600 going once.
Wow.
Look at this. Bob Dylan in studio. And what type of guitar is Bob Dylan playing?
That's a Fender Jazzmaster.
Fender Jazzmaster. 600 going once. Hey, if I'm going to take it in the teeth, somebody. Let's see if they want in. This is crazy money. I mean, folks, this is an $18,000. This is the Bob Dylan, number 1 of 10. 600. 600. Let me see if anybody else wants in. If not, I got to end this. If I'm going to. Where did Patty go? Do they want to make it 9? I'm at 6. Anybody can make it 9? This is crazy.
Okay, we're going 900.
900 has been bid.
Why is this wrong?
What's that? We are at 900.
28 by 20.
It's 28 by 21.
It's 28 by 21. 28 by 21. We are at 900. 900 going once. Oh, this is cheap. Patty, they're killing me tonight. 900 going twice. Oh, this is cheap. Fair. Final warning. All in. All said. Ouch, sold. All right, this is gone. Oh, it's a theft, but I love my customers. All right. Now, here's what I am going to do next. Mr. Piano Man himself. Look at this. Number 1 of 10. Artist proof. I'm sorry, 10 of 10. Artist proof, 10 of 10. New York State of Mind. Folks, you're talking 18,000. 12 to 18. This is Billy Joel. And what I am going to do is move some of this color out of the way. Oh, I see what's causing it. The berry. All right, folks. 12,000 plus. Start at zero, $300 increments. On Billy Joel. You sold the original painting this in Japan. You sold the original in Japan for $35,000. And what year was that, you think? 2009. Wow.
The same size, same colors.
Same size, same colors. And David was telling me you could, if he knows the guy, he could probably swap the number 10 of 10 for the original. He wouldn't know because they're so close. All right, folks. Start at zero, $300 increments. And this is what's causing a little bit of the, yes. There we go. No open. Now you want to see a 1 of 10. I have Roy Orbison, the number 1. I have the Beach Boys. And I have Pink Floyd. I have 3 number 1s left. 4, actually. No, that's 10 of 10. Tell you what I'm going to do. Folks, you guys, I used to have a cameraman named Costa Christie. He was from Yugoslavia, and he used to tell me, Barry, someday you get bear, someday bear gets you. Today, David, the bear is getting me. Of all 3 of these, you're the artist. They are all tricky. Which of these do you look at and go, I know you wouldn't release it if you didn't say I nailed it. But when you look at these 3 number 1s, do you have a favorite? Which one? Roy Orbison. Oh, look at, and he always had those dark glasses. Now this is David's favorite. This is number 1 of 10, artist proof. If you had bought one on paper when he released it, it would have been 5,000, and there was 100 in the edition. This is number 1 of 10, and look at his eyes. Yeah, this is a $12,000 to $14,000 number 1. Start at 0 on Roy Orbison. $300 increments. Start at 0, $300 increments. This is Roy Orbison. And David said he most open. He most influenced the Beatles, is what you're telling me.
Open at 500.
500. We have an open at 500. Smart, strategic open. So the next bid would have to be 800. We are at 500 looking for 8. This is a $12,000. This is number 1 of the edition, the artist proof edition. We are at 500 looking for 800. We are at we are at 500 of 800. And this is probably one of the most, David, you say he's one of the most influential artists of the last 50 years, Roy?
For all vocalists, male vocalists, he was the bomb.
The bomb. All right. Well, that was a.
He tried to copy him.
That was a smart bid, Patty. Who made the $500 bid?
Chopper.
Chopper. You're smart, Chopper. $500 going once. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Chopper, I love you, but he just kneecapped me there, Wilson. That was so smart, Chopper. That was smart. $500 going twice. That was strategic bidding at its best, Ashley. I am going to give it about 15 seconds, and then that's going to be on its way to Chopper. Going once. Going twice. Oh, that hurt. But he's a great guy. Sold.
We also have a new register that wants to open the Willie Nelson. I'm sorry, this guy right here.
Oh, I was gonna say, we have an open at 450.
Okay, so they already actually have an open at 450 now.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. So it's still going to be. Should I change the increments? Could I do that?
You can change the
All right. We. All right. Where do they want to open this? Tell you what. I'll start at an open of 450, $200 increments. Yeah. 450 to open, $200 increments. Tell me if I'm wrong, David, but is that a box of chocolates underneath the cookies? Never mind. I'm not. Do we have the 450 open? Do you have the open, Ashley? 450 has been bid. 450 looking for 650. 650 has been bid. No. If I wanted sugar, I would not have a cookie, Ashley. I'd snort it. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm not going to be like Wilson. All right. 650 looking for 850. 650. Oh, this hurts. Okay. That's the only Willie Nelson you ever painted. And who owns the original of this?
He's a musician.
That owns the original?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So who's got the 650?
Might you register Janice from Pennsylvania?
Janice. Well, thank you, Janice from Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, where Sir Robert Drake discovered oil. He drilled it for the first time in Titusville, Pennsylvania in 1853. All in. Thank you, Janice. Twice. This hurts, but it's sold to Janice. I wrote my thesis on the oil business. All right. Well, I don't know if, I don't know if that's what became of Sir Francis Drake. All right, this is sold. So I have, we'll give that to Ashley. Okay. I am running low. I have the Everly Brothers. Oh, but hang on. Hang on. This is Pink Floyd here. Oh, the dark side. Look at this. David Gilmour. Look at this. This is BC 2457. David Gilmour. Pink Floyd. Floyd, yeah, another hole in the wall, yeah. Brick in the wall, yeah. And he starts going off about the teachers on that song. Guitar fanatics. Now, folks, I want you to look at something right here. This is number 1 of 10. Is that like a titanium white, David? Or is that was? I got that right? Uh-huh.
You know your art.
No, I don't. But this is artist proof number 1 of 10. $12,000. And this is one of the last number 1 artist proof of any of the pieces. And well, I have, well, no, the Everly Brothers are 10 of 10. The Beach Boys, is 1 of 10. And Tom Jones is 1 of 10. Tell you what, folks, start at 0, $300 increments. And I want to... Look at that. And folks, yes, I have a lot. So I got a rare Azoulay, got a rare Zax. I got a portrait that Sasha Basari sent me before I ever met him. I'm going to sell it so I can put up a picture of my son and daughter together. Yeah, the dark side of the moon. It's like tonight's show. Yeah, we're on the dark side. Look at this. Number 1 of 10. Start at 0. 300 has been bid. Folks, this is, if you want a $12,000 work of art or more, you're looking at it. David will write if you want anything written on the back or anything like that. You just tell us and David will do what he can. All right, folks, I am at 300, looking for 3,000. This is a $12,000 work. I'm at 300.
Wow.
Yeah, wow in a bad way. 300, looking for 6. This is David, oh no, that's David Lloyd Glover. My bad, but this is Pink Floyd here.
The bare canvas cost 300.
Oh yeah, I mean that is color on canvas. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh my goodness. Oh, this hurts. You're kidding. $300. No, no, no. Going once. Oh. Folks, this is a $12,000. This is number 1 of the edition. Artist proof number 1. This was sold for 35, well, in the 20 to 30,000 range. A lot of these to collectors. $300 going twice. Hang on, we're 600 has been bid. Folks, this is a $12,000. This is Pink Floyd. This is the main guitarist for Pink Floyd. I am at $600. Going once. Oh, this hurts. $600. Going twice. Oh, this hurts. Anybody gonna make this 9? Ashley, that wasn't a bid. Nobody, just 6. Because I heard somebody's phone go off, but no. Okay. All in. All said on number 1. Oh, that hurts. Sold. Oh. I am going to put the Everly Brothers, the Beach Boys. Folks. Oops. Hey, Ashley, can you grab this? I'm going to sell this right here. Sasha Basari painted this of me. Literally, I went there in 2007 or 9. I went to St. Petersburg, 2011, I believe. I hadn't met Sasha Basari yet. He had watched one of my shows on very broken cable, or internet he had gotten in St. Petersburg. And I had ordered some paintings, and before I even got to meet him, he had sent me this. And so this is Sasha Basari painting me from one photo. He only had one photo of me, and at the time I had a couple cats. And so this is Sasha Basari painting Barry Chappell. Yeah. And I love, Wilson, how he mixed the purple, the tangerine. He textured this painting. And when you, it's unbelievable. I don't have room. The space where this painting is, I have a picture of my son and my daughter that I have to put up. So I am going to sell this tonight. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What kind of increments would you do? Because that's an original Basari painting Barry Chappell and his 2 cats. The cats are no longer with us. And neither is the mic. No, it's okay, Wilson. What kind of increments would you do on this, Patty? Because a Basari of some total abstract value, is 4,000 or 5,000. I'll tell you what. Start at 0. What do you think, Ashley? That or this? What? Start at 0, $100 increments. You got to pay shipping, though. Yeah. And I will sign the back if you want. This is Sasha Basari, who painted me in 2011, I think I went there, 2010 or 11, to St. Petersburg. Before I even met him, he had one picture of me and a picture of my 2 cats at the time. They didn't look like that, but I had 2 cats. And I'm just curious, it's signed by Basari. If anybody wants it, Let me know. Oh, he did this in 2016. So it's after I already met him. 2016. Anybody wants a Sasha Basari painting Barry Chappell, and if you don't want it, I certainly understand it. I understand it. 0 going once, and I'm going to take that down and run with that. Oh, and forget I ever put it up there. Mini me. You think that looks like my mini me? Yeah, it could be my mini me. We have what? We have $100. Thank you. Yeah, this is Sasha Basari painting a 200. Thank you. And I just grateful somebody wants. And Basari is an artist that's going to be remembered long after he goes. He is gentle surrealism. He tried to show a little bit on the hills behind me. 200, looking for 3. 200. That's $100 a cat. I'm at 2, looking for 3. Is that original Sasha Basari? He painted this in 2016. It's signed Basari. 300, I thank you. David Lloyd Glover says I look like a mini-me. I'm just a tall guy, and I was standing on a valley. I don't know. Dustin Hoffman. I am at 3, looking for 4. Wherever it goes, I am so happy. Whoever gets this. Yes. Oh, no. No, don't. I cannot let my own mother bid. No. 300 going once. 400. I turned down a bid for my own mother. I'm at 400. 400. Going once. 400. Going twice. That's 200 a cat. And we're at 400. Going twice. To ship, Ashley. How much? No. To ship it? 100 bucks. At 400. 400 going once. We're at 400 going twice. All in. Oh, yeah, those cats have departed. All in, all said. Who's your customer, Patty?
Mr. M.
Sold to Mr. M. And if he wants me to sign the back of it, I sure will. That is sold. Now.
This is Chopper's.
I love it.
Right?
Yeah. Hi, Chopper. That's great. All right, that is sold. Now, this, I hope, finds a home with a real rock and roll crowd. This is the Beach Boys. It's entitled Good Vibrations. It is one of the last number 1 of 10 artist proofs. And who did the original for the Beach Boys? Was it? Yeah.
It was a record producer.
Capitol Records producer. Yeah. What did you charge him for the original? Oh, wow. And and how long ago was that?
Quite a while ago.
Yeah. This is Good Vibrations, artist proof, signed on the front, signed on the back. Oh, I love that blue line going through there. This is a cool piece. Yeah.
The ocean.
It's, yeah, I get it now. Ocean, Sun, Beach, signed in a titanium white. Yeah. What?
Titanium white.
Yes. I get lucky every now and then. So here's what I'm going to do. You're talking about a $12,000 to $14,000 artist proof. If this was one of the regular edition of 100 on paper, they'd be $5,000, right?
Yes.
All right. Start at zero. $250 increments. This is my last. No, I have number 1 of Tom Jones and 400 has been bid. This is the last number 1 I have. This is the last 1 of 10 artist proof by David Lloyd Glover. This is it. And this is the Beach Boys. What year was their biggest hit, if you had to guess?
Good Vibrations, which this is named after, was 1967.
1967. We're at,
Months to record.
it took them 6 months to record Good Vibration.
Yeah.
We're at 400, looking for 650. Oh, this is a $14,000 work by David Lloyd Glover. It's the last number 1 of 10 artist proof I have. I am at 400 looking for 650. Looking for 650. Well, who's got the 400? Ashley. So do they want to make it 6? Chomper's got 4. I'm looking for 650. What do they say, Patty? 400 going once. 400. 650 has been bid. Folks, this is $12,000. I am at 650. We're at 650. The next bid would be 900. 650 going once. Looking for 900. 650. Going twice. Ashley, does Chomper want to go to 9 on this? Okay. Oh, this hurts. $650. Oh, yeah. This is a $12,000 work of art. Oh. Going once. Going twice. This is too cheap. Are you talking Good Vibrations? Number 1 of 10 on canvas. Oh, this is crazy. $6.50. Once, twice. Done. Oh, that hurt. All right.
You have the open of 375.
What's the open at?
375.
All right, we have an open at 375, and Ashley, what I'm going to do is $125 increments. 375 has been open. A 375 on the last, number 1 of 10, Tom Jones. That is definitely the 1970s.
Yep, Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Yeah, you got the shirt undone.
Yeah.
You got the ruffled tuxedo shirt.
Yeah.
Tight jeans.
So where are we at right now? How much? What? We're at 375. We're at 375. Next bid would be 500. I'm doing $125 increments. We're at 375. Looking for 500. This is the number 1 artist proof.
This is what inspired Elvis to go on to Vegas. He went to a show.
Oh, Tom Jones inspired Elvis to go do a live show in Las Vegas.
Right, he did. When he saw Tom Jones perform, Elvis said, "I'm coming out of retirement. I gotta do that."
Oh, okay. We're at 375 looking for 500. 500 has been bid. 500. 500 looking for 625.
We can ship it, frame it.
Yeah, we can frame it.
Okay, that's gonna be, the shipping and frame is $175.
$500 going once. 500 going twice. Who's got the bid? All right, all in, all said, sold to you. Okay. Now, David, I'm going to see if anybody requests these, but before I forget, come on up here. Let me thank you. And you have just been fantastic to have here. Thank you.
Thanks, Barry.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to do it again.
Yeah.
I have more that you haven't seen, but you still have.
Got a couple. We're gonna,
You
the
still have
Everly
the
brothers
Everly Brothers.
and Billy.
And Billy Joel. My goodness,
Yeah. If they request it, I'm here. But the good, that's the good news. Bad news is I only got 27 minutes to.
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys sell some coins.
Yeah, or some art. We got a lot of stuff.
All right.
Like, I'm going to show this Zax right here.
Okay.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you,
and
Barry.
you are always welcome here. David Lloyd
Thank you.
Glover.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
See ya.
thank you. Now,
Oh, you can autograph.
this is one of one unique acrylic on canvas done by Zax. It's a original done in 2023.
She wants it on the painting. Okay, what is it?
Zax is a pop artist that is gaining so much steam, it's unbelievable. Zax is, just to the moon. I see galleries with his unique originals for 9 to 11,000. Yeah, list 9 to 11,000. And this is, the title of this is, what is the title of this? Let me show you the official cert you get from Zax. Right there with the hologram. What does it say on the graphics? Mr. what? Oh, Mr. Cash, right? All right. Tell you what. These are not cheap. This one took a long time. Took Zach's a ton of time. Yeah, and if David's here and they need to autograph anything, get him to sign the back.
They're not returnable once he signs them.
Yeah, once he, once David inscribes the back, they're not returnable. I mean, unless their name, let's see, the most common name in the world is Chan. Did you know that? Yeah. So, but I got that from the Big Bang Theory, so I'm not 100% sure that's true. All right. You're talking about a 12,000 Mr. Moneybags. And David Lloyd Glover, what is this character's name right here? Is that Mr. Moneybags? What is this, guys?
Mr. Money Money?
On order 50812, it's Steve.
It's what?
No, telling her that they want a signature.
Hey, David, you knew the name of this guy. What's the name of this guy?
Rich Uncle Pennybags.
No, wait, is it Moneybags?
Moneybags.
Moneybags. All right. $12,000, 6 to 12 Zach's. Start at, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give someone a deal of a lifetime. Oh. Yeah, these are, whew. I want to thank everybody. Still got a lot of coins. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So I'll tell you what, 900 to open. And if you like that Monopoly character and you want an original Zach's, and in talking to Zach's agent, 80% of this is all original, where it just, no outline, nothing. I mean, and this is just as good as it gets. They're going for 11 and 12,000. And here it is. If you're a fan of Monopoly, yeah, here you go. 800 to open. I did it again. She's laughing at me. I spilled a Mountain Dew on my pants. Oh, well. Okay. Any interest? This is a rare, this is a one of one, unique original. Now. Oh. No, I don't have an open yet. No, it's 800 to open. Do you have the open? We have the $800 open. Looking for 1,000. 800 has been bid. Looking for 1,000.
Okay, also Jack wants it signed. So I let her know.
800. Oh, they're getting a deal of a lifetime. 800 going once. 800 going twice. Fair and final warning. All in, all said, sell it. Thank you, Juliet. Who got that? D? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Folks, Take a look at that. That's eBay. Hang on. Yeah, eBay right here. That is a Swiss 20 franc from 1922. Look at that. It's ungraded, and they want $539.50. There's 0.1867 of an ounce, approximately a fifth of an ounce of gold. I like the Swiss francs, and those are these coins right there, because all through the world people know the Helvetian Swiss 20 franc. It is probably one of the most known coins. I have it, but I'll pull it out if you want to see it, but in every World War II emergency kit was 20 francs. There were 3 9-carat rings. There was a 20 British sovereign, a 20 Swiss franc, and a couple other gold coins if you got shot down. So, what is the item number on the 20 Swiss franc? Because I want to get everybody who doesn't own gold, get it. You're going to need it. I'm going to need it. Everybody's going to need it.
Is it the
20
20 franc?
franc, yeah. 20 franc, yes it is. Ashley goes, is that a 20 franc? Ja, ja, das ist richtig. And what's the item number on it?
2078.
Okay. Yeah, the cheapest price I could find on eBay was $539.50. I got the ad right here. And I'll tell you what, I only have about 8 of them, 9 of them. They are great coins. $495. Get one for your son, your daughter, your grandson, your granddaughter. They are approximately a fifth of an ounce of gold. A little under a fifth of an ounce. You're going to need that gold. And I don't want to get myself in more trouble than I am, but the morons running this country don't have a clue. I do understand inflation slightly better. I believe. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in economics, and I wrote my thesis on the oil business and rapid change in the price of oil. And how, even after oil prices dropped, in certain areas it was more advantageous to drill because the price of equipment and drilling had dropped far greater than the price. But anyway, at $495, I'm only going to sell 8. I got 8 here. The rest I'm keeping. I hope you're out there. Buy yourself some gold. See you later, David. Yeah. All right, and these will, I'll just keep. All right. So, folks, now, I want to show you something else. I'm glad I got 3 or 4 platinum coins left, which I'm happy to keep. This is a 1/10 of an ounce Canadian maple leaf. Now, look at this. Here is one of the most competitive priced companies on the planet. They want $293.87 for a 1/10 of an ounce Canadian maple leaf. Watch this. They're these, oh, look at those. Look. $269. You see, when you go down in the size of the coin, the premiums go way up. You have the same security, same in some cases harder mending cast, and everything else. So this is the 1/10 ounce gold coins. And what is the item number on that? Two three three five. Say what?
2020, year 2020? The year.
The year 2020? In the year 2525.
Are they Canadian polar bear?
Yeah, Canadian polar bears. And they're the friendly ones. Oh, you match a Canadian polar bear. They're so polite, Wilson. Up against an American black bear. Oh, I actually pity the Canadian. He'll win eventually, but it'll be too nice at the beginning. Yeah. What did I just price those at?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just threw out the price. What did I say? The retail on them was $293. Yeah, I said $269. I have 10 of them. If you want to own 1/10 of an ounce of gold, there it is, $269. The cheapest place on the country, they want $293.87 or $294. And usually you got to buy quantity to get that price. I'm selling them each at $269. All right. Oh, I got something else left. This is gone. Yeah. Folks, I got something else I'm going to auction here in a second. Look at that. Folks. All right. I might get in a lot of trouble. I can't get in trouble. I can. I don't want to get in trouble. Here. This is one of the softest Schofields, according to the David Lloyd Glover. This is a watercolor, and this is BC 2436. Now, folks, Michael is 75 years old. He's retired, and he is in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer collection. You don't have to watch much TV that Stephen J. Canal Productions did to see whether it's the Rockford Files or so many other of those shows to see an original Schofield. I'll tell you what, start at zero. Retail, what does it say? List 3,900 at least. But I'll tell you what, start at zero, $200 increments. I just only have a few minutes left. I have a Sasha Basari here. I have a rare Azoulay. Is that jacksuit jacket there? You think it fit me? Because I do not, especially with someone like Jack Jackals, I do not want to pay Chris Farley. Fat man in a little suit. You never saw that movie? Where Tommy Boy? Yeah, no, Jack would kill me. I'd tell Jack Ashley did it. All right, no open on an original Michael Schofield watercolor. Oh, folks. I want to thank you. I'm working on some really cool stuff for next week's show. No open. I'm gonna yank this down so fast, you will not get a chance at it. Boom. All right. Here. Oh my goodness. You want to see an $8,000 to $10,000 work of art. This is Guillaume Azoulay, youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Louvre, into the Bibliothèque Nationale. This is Marquette, the Marquette to Gemini, 1 of 1. Marquette, where he hand watercolored it. First he did the etching. See these heavy embossing marks right there? Wilson, that's caused by the pressure of that etching plate. And they put the black and white lines there. Then Guillaume Azoulay hand watercolored it. And this is the Marquette in color for the Gemini edition. That's a $10,000 or $12,000 work. And what is the item number on that? Because this is something I should have done at prime time. Not right now, but let's see. Oh, these very rarely come. This is the original Marquette, the original piece that Guillaume used. 360? 2360. Yeah, 8,000 to 10,000 at least. This is Gemini that was hand watercolored by the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. This is a 12,000 to 10. This is about an 8,000 to 10. All right, folks. I'm a glutton for punishment. Wilson, pan every inch. Are you a Gemini? You're right, because they wouldn't have you, Wilson. They wouldn't have you. Are there any Gemini operators here? You see Will Smith, he played Gemini Man. Then he also smacked Chris Rock. So I don't know. Matt, are you a Gemini? Matt's not even here. Could Matt be a Gemini?
Can we open for 200 on that Schofield?
Start at zero, $200. Oh, on the Schofield? I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring that right up. Let me start on this. Start at zero. This is 10, 12 grand. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do on this. $200 increments. On this. This is hand watercolored by Guillaume Azoulay. This is the Marquette. This is what he did all the work to determine what the edition Gemini would look like. Oh, this is stunning. Signed his name, wrote Marquette. Color. Looking for an open. All right. This is crazy. Nobody's watching me. You think I got 4 or 5 people watching me online? We can track that. You can't tell from my figure, Wilson, but I actually, at one point, was considered to go to the Olympics. Did you know that, Ashley? When I was in my 20s? Did you know that about me? In the 20s, I was considered to go to the Olympics.
You were considered?
Yeah.
Did you go?
You should ask me what I competed in.
What'd you eat it?
Broad jump. Almost killed her. All right, that was my joke. Do we have it open on this?
I have a new register that wants to open, so.
Open, $200. I thank you, and I'm glad to have as many new registrants as I can because I need them. We are at 200. Folks, this is so much more. Look, Marquette in color, 1 of 1, Guillaume Azoulay. And all of that was hand watercolored. This is what the original is supposed to look like. 200 looking for 4. If you don't know Guillaume Azoulay, I got a Print World catalog here. Just one of the editions. There's probably 100 or 200 in the edition in Print World Guide for $3,500. And that's rare. This is the number 1, the Marquette, the one to introduce the edition, which makes it 10 or 12,000, at least 5 times, 7 times the price of the regular edition. I am at 200 going once. Anybody else? This is crazy. You have anybody actually know? Juliet, nobody? This is a number 1 of 1. The very first, the Marquette, he had to scribe a copper plate. Once he got done with that, he makes an impression in black and white. Then he hand watercolored it, and he wrote Marquette color 1 of 1, Guillaume Azoulay. If you could get one of the edition of 100, they're $3,500. This is 10 times rarer than that. $200 going once. Oh boy, when you put it up for auction, you put it up for auction.
What would it cost to frame this and ship it?
It would probably cost about $175 to frame it on top of what I sells for. $200 going twice. Anybody else? This hurts. All in. All said. Sold. Oh, they got the deal of a lifetime. Too late. It's already been sold. All right, that is gone. Now, who wanted to open on which Schofield?
Mr. S on the.
All right, Mr. S. All right, Mr. S. What did you just do, Ashley? Nothing. BC 2436. Is this the one Mr. S was bidding on? Was this one or yeah, was this one. What did Mr. S want to open this at? 200. All right, 200. We have an open of 200 looking for 4. We're at 200 on one of the last 2 Schofields. This is the one with the boat. I can't buy it for 200. Nobody can buy it for 200 except you tonight. Tough show, tough crowd. Oh. Juliet, take my wife, please. I'm just nothing. It's a tough crowd. They don't get my jokes anymore. That was Henny Youngman, yeah. $200. What? I only got 90 seconds. $200 on a $4,000 Michael Schofield. And that's going to a really good customer, right? All right. I got 75 seconds left. Folks, call in if you want to get on this, but I'm going to drop out of the sky. So run like hell. No, going once. I'll be back next Wednesday. I got some really cool art and coins. Some very rare coins. 400. 400. Go. I got 1 minute. Is that 60 seconds to you and me? All right, Wilson. You're a smart guy. If you're traveling at the speed of light, if you're traveling faster than the speed of light and you turn your headlights on, what's going to happen? Uh-huh. I have no idea. All in. I'm at 400. Going once. 400 going twice. Is that a different bidder? Is that Mr. S? Where are we at? Folks, Buford, don't kick that dog, Buford. Patty is really upset about it. I'm really, really upset, but we're going to send Patty over there. Patty, will you talk to Buford about kicking the dog? All right. Well, folks, hey, I love you guys. I'll be back next Wednesday. We ship fast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wilson, I love your pink shoes. You're going to, hey, it matches his purse. Hey, we love you. I'll see you later. Bye.